Hi guys, I figured I would do a video for you and get it over with because I feel like I'm not going to be able to move forward and kind of let this go until I just put it out there and move on. And it is really not a sad thing, as sad as it feels to me. It's really not anything to be sad about. But I learned today that I have lost a pregnancy that I had been calculated as being 8 weeks and 1 day today. And today is April Fool's Day, so that's a rotten feeling. To also feel like I can't just record this and put it out because you'll probably think it's a joke. So I'm just going to record it today and I will post it tonight or tomorrow and just move forward. I don't really know where to begin with the story because I've been holding on to this information for a while. I guess I just didn't want to share it until I knew that things were okay, and they never were okay. So that's the reason why I haven't been making videos and why I shut my Etsy shop down for a long time. I have been trying to just focus as much positive energy as I could muster towards what felt like an absolute miracle. On March 3rd, the morning of March 3rd, I took a pregnancy test because I felt strange. My breasts felt different, and it was something that I had only remembered experiencing as far as that sensation goes when I was on fertility medications. So I thought, well, I'm not on fertility medications, so here's a shot in the dark chance. Let me just take a test. And I only had one, and it was an internet cheapie, and I was surprised I even had one. But I took it, and as I was watching it develop, I was like, this is silly. I'm not pregnant. So I just threw it away. And then a few minutes later, probably 5 minutes passed, not very long, and I felt that sensation again, almost more strongly, and I thought, well, let me just peek at it. And there was a line, and it was in the morning before Mike was leaving for work, so I showed it to him, and we were really surprised. And I got blood work that day. I called my fertility clinic, and I was able to get blood work right away, and I had an ultrasound scheduled for at some point. I don't know how long after that I had an ultrasound. I think it was a week later. But I had an ultrasound every week, and so they calculated me as being exactly 4 weeks on the 3rd, and they said that my blood work looked really good for being so early. I think my first number was 64, and then it was 100 something, and then 900 and 5,000. And last week my blood draw, the number was not good. It didn't double, and I was pretty upset, but we hadn't been seeing anything in the ultrasounds, and basically everything was measuring a week behind. And because it was a spontaneous pregnancy and they didn't know the exact date of fertilization the way they do with an IVF, or closer at least with an IUI, they said they didn't know if I was as far along as they were expecting. So they were just kind of thinking, like when I was 5 weeks, they thought maybe you're 4. We're just going by the date of your last period. But every week things progressed, but it was too slow. And at no point did I feel like it was anything. I wasn't being negative, but I know just from my time with the TTC community how soon people see things. And I know that they were expecting to see things even at 5 weeks. So the fact that things were progressing so slowly gave me time to kind of say goodbye and prepare myself for bad news. And this morning, Mike and I went to our ultrasound, and there was a fetal pull but no heartbeat. And I'm 8 weeks one day, but they were also saying it could be as early as 7 weeks one day, but there should be a heartbeat by then. So I told them don't even call me with my blood work. I called and canceled all of my other appointments because I was supposed to graduate to a regular OB next week. And I put all my medication away because they had put me on progesterone, and I had to order more, and it showed up today. I just put all that away, and I'm just gonna wait until my body recognizes that this pregnancy is no longer viable, and hopefully I won't need a D&C, although they did give me the option to have one. And I don't know, I think I'm okay for the most part. Of course, I'm really sad. But it happened all on its own. I will have been married 10 years in September, and I have never been pregnant. So the fact that that happened is really a testament to how good this diet has been for me and how good my weight loss has been for me. And that maybe someday this will be possible. And that's what I'm taking away from this. I was really looking forward to sharing good news with you guys and telling the grandmas on Mother's Day and finally giving my husband a family. But it's just not time yet. I guess the thing that's hardest for me right now, I mean, other than obviously just the entire thing, I think what's really difficult for me is feeling like I was in such a good place, and I was finally feeling like I could just be Carissa and enjoy my life and be grateful for everything that I have and grateful for my health and for feeling good without being so obsessed with all of the things that I've tried in the past and all the things that I was planning. And I was really considering starting IVF again soon. And that's still not an impossibility, because sometimes I think, well, I don't know, should I really be trying on my own at this point? Is that even going to guarantee anything, you know? So now I just feel like this happened and it just knocked the wind out of me, and I don't know where to go from here. I just want to get right back to the way things were, but I know that's not how it's going to be. But I think that just putting this out there and just letting you guys know will be a step in the right direction. It'll take a little bit of weight off my shoulders and let me feel like I can just start over tomorrow. And I guess maybe it feels more real because not really anybody knew. My due date was November 10th, and I don't know, I just got way ahead of myself. I was just thinking it'll finally be a good Christmas, and here it is, our lives are starting, you know. I just was really hopeful. Mike has been wonderful. He went to every appointment. He did everything to make me happy and comfortable, and he's just been so awesome, and I really want to make him man a father someday. So, I'm sorry I've been so absent. I don't know when I'll be back, and I might just do a very little bit here and there just to have something to kind of do, because with my Etsy shop closed, I don't have as much of a lead time or as much of a workload, so we'll just see how I feel. But for the most part, I feel good. I really haven't cried a lot today because last week when my blood work numbers weren't good, I I really started to grieve then and kind of allow myself to believe that it could be okay, but it probably wasn't. And that helps a lot, that it wasn't just a complete surprise or shock to have to deal with it, you know, when I was there in front of other people, in front of the doctor and all that. So I guess I just feel really emotional telling you guys, because I felt like I was really excited to hopefully have good news for you guys at some point, and was excited to share that with you, but not today. Not now. It's been a long month, but it'll feel good to just get back to every day and not be so concerned all the time and so scared. So thank you for letting me have this outlet in the first place, for expressing that you guys have cared. And if you have had any doubts about whether or not you should try the ketogenic diet, I just have to tell you, I really don't believe that this would have been possible without it. So it's definitely something to consider. But that's it. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.